Today we are going to draw Gratidute, algorithm of gratitude. As far as you know, it's one of the most powerful algorithms because gratitude has one of the most highest vibrations, and it helps us to neutralize even bad events in our life and to enhance good events in our life and to tell thank you to people. So first of all, what you need to do, you need to take your notebook and set up your timer for 2 minutes. And as soon as it's set up, you need to write down up to 20 words which will come up to your mind. You may write down the topic, thank you to the universe, and we will make a list of everything you're thankful for, or it can be any words that just randomly come up to your mind. So as soon as your timer is set up, you can start. So I'm writing my list of words, but it can be anything that you want. When you finished writing your list, you need to count your words. Ideally, there should be about 20 words, but if it's less or more, that's fine. In my case, I have 35 words. It means that my topic is really, really activated, and I'm ready to be grateful for as bad things in my life and as good things in my life. So if you don't have enough words and it's less than 20, you may write down more. Also, it would be great if you write down the day and month and year at the bottom of the list. And now we are going to start our algorithm. So you will need just one piece of paper and a Sharpie or a thick black pen. So first of all, you draw a circle of anything you are grateful for. It can be anything from your list, something that you really are grateful for. It can be a person, it can be event, it can be thing. But don't forget that it's very important to include bad things also. it can be conflict with your friend, anything. You have to be grateful for this as well, because we never know that what is better for us, what is for our benefit. So we also have to be grateful for anything, good and bad. Then you add another circle of your list you are grateful for. For example, in my case, experience that I received from the conflict. Another circle, it can be, for example, your mother or your friend, and in such a way you draw up to 6 circles of something that you are grateful for. The circles can overlap, that's absolutely fine, or can be aside. The circles can be of different sizes, they can be of the same sizes. It can symbolize the size of your gratitude. For example, I'm more grateful to my family than to my friends, and the circle of my family can be more like this one. This is my family. I'm really grateful to it. When you are done with your circles, you need to start drawing neurographic lines. So neurographic line is a line which you don't control, and it's different at every part of itself. So you start drawing neurographic lines from any size of your sheet of paper. It can be from bottom to the top, from top to the bottom, from side to side. But it's better when neurographic line goes through all your circles of your gratitude. So you need to connect all the circles between each other. And the golden rule of Neurographica, the more lines you have, the better will be the effect of the practice. So try to cover all the circles of gratitude with neurographic lines and try to connect all of them. Please be careful and don't forget any circle, and don't leave any circle uncovered with the lines. The more lines you have, the more effective will be the practice, and your wish will come true faster. Sometimes something happens in our life that we consider it that it's a bad thing in our life, or it's a bad event in our life. But anyway, we can include it into our picture and to be grateful for that. And in such a way, we neutralize bad things and we enhance good things. After you finish with neurographic lines, you may start rounding up. So rounding up means that we are smoothing all the conflicts which may arise in our life connected with the events and things that happen in our life. Yes, it will take some time to round up every corner and every interconnections that we have on our picture, but it's very important to finish it the same day as you started, because at the moment we are drawing new neuron connections in our brain, and you may feel some funny emotions, or you may feel something really unexpected in your body, but don't be afraid of it. It means that you are clearing up your inner suppressed emotions. You may feel that you have itchy eyes, or you may feel that you have headache or sickness, but it will go away as soon as you finish rounding up. That's why it's very important to finish at least rounding up at the same day when you started. It's very important to watch your feelings and watch your body reactions and images and insights that you have during your rounding up. First of all, in this way, you are restoring the connection to your feelings and to your body, and it helps you to keep your mental health in a good condition, because when we understand what we feel, we understand what we feel in our mind and what we feel in our body, we can better process it. For example, if you feel anger, you may say yourself, I'm angry now, and that's fine. And in such a way, you will allow your anger ecologically to go out. But if you don't allow yourself to be angry, and you don't just want to feel that feeling, you just don't allow yourself to be angry, you may just disconnect with your feelings and disconnect with your body. And as a result, this emotion just will hide somewhere in your body and may cause some problems with your health. And during this Neurographica practice, we are cleansing our mind. You can feel that you feel peaceful and calm during this practice. So it means that we are healing our mind and we are healing our body. So it's very important to really take your time and spend your time to round up every corner and every interconnection. If today this is your first time when you are doing Neurographica, you're a very lucky person, because to start your way of learning Neurographica with algorithm of gratitude is very good decision, because it's a very powerful algorithm. It allows you to neutralize any bad event in your life and to enhance any good event in our life. And as soon as you are grateful, the universe will give you even more. So connected with that, I would like to tell you a story which happened to me when I used this algorithm of gratitude. So before, I didn't understand that we need to be grateful for bad things in our life as well. I didn't understand that. I thought that we should be grateful only for good things. But when I did this algorithm, I heard that we never know what is better for us, what is worse for us. And after some time, we understand that everything is to the better. So I had conflict with my friend, and I was really upset because she was really angry at me. She was yelling, and I couldn't understand why is she so angry at me. And I did this algorithm of Neurographica, and I included that conflict into the things which I want to be grateful for. It seemed for me really strange, and it was unusual for me, but I decided to do it. And during the algorithm, I got understanding that I'm really grateful to that person who was yelling at me, because that was first time in my life when I was able to keep my inner boundaries, when I was able to say stop to that person, when I was able to say no, I don't deserve this attitude to me. And I understood that she showed me how much I changed. She showed me that I'm not a victim in the situation anymore. And it showed me that I used to be a victim before. I used to blame people. I used to be angry. But I wasn't such a kind of person anymore. And really, that conflict showed me that I had a switch to the new me in my life. And it was so powerful. It was so mind-blowing that I understood why this practice is so powerful, why we should be really grateful for anything that happens in our life. Because if you live in the position of a disciple, if you live in position when you learn every day from the universe and you are grateful for the lessons, you will be having so great progress, and you will be living your happier life every day, and you will be becoming better version of yourself every day. So I understood that we really should be grateful for anything that happens in our life. So don't forget to find any intersections and any connections in your picture, and if you missed anything, that's not a problem. You just come back to it and just do it. So it's very important to make a choice in our life, to make a choice to be grateful or to be resentful. And this practice of gratitude is really helping to change your way of perception. It really helps you to understand that we are guests in this world, and we should be grateful really for everything, for sun, for air, for any additional day in our life, that we can breathe, that we can eat, that we are healthy, for everything. And when you live in with such an attitude to the world, it's just a happier life, on the higher vibrations. When we are rounding up all the intersection and corners, we are showing our brains that everything that is new is absolutely safe. Because our brain doesn't like anything new. It thinks that we don't know this, we will not go there, so let's just stay in the past, something like that. But at the moment when we are drawing these lines, we are literally drawing new neurons, and we are showing that it's safe. We can go there, we can try another reality, and it's absolutely safe. In Neurographica, it's considered that when we are drawing these lines, it means that we are literally drawing like thoughts from our brains on the paper. And these thoughts, they interconnect and they overlap, and as a result, they connect conflicts. In life, it can be like that. For example, I want to be rich, but I'm afraid to leave the job and to open my business. So it's a conflict, yes? And how to resolve this conflict in life, we don't know. So we literally draw it on the paper, and we show our brain that we have a conflict. What we can do with that conflict, and we start to round it up. We start to tell our brains that it's possible, it's safe, and we are creating new neuron connections with that. And it's like software update for our brains, because very often we live in really outdated software in our brains, and we are afraid to try anything new. It can be a reason why we don't progress, why we don't develop ourselves, just because of the fear. And this fear comes from brains who doesn't like anything new. So at the moment we are showing our brains that anything new that can come to our life is absolutely safe and can be taken under control, can be harmonized, and we can use it in our life to make it better. So we are literally showing our brain that We are improving the reality with the help of our Shapi, and we are the one who controls the situation, and we are the one who can make our life better. So we are making this choice. While doing this, you may turn on any music that you like. You may drink lots of water, because when our body starts to heal itself, it may need additional water. So please don't forget about it, and please don't forget to watch what's going on in your body and to recognize your feelings which may arise during drawing. It will help you to keep better connection with your subconsciousness, with your consciousness, and your body, because as far as we know, our body is our best friend, but it's so innocent and naive. It is like a child, and our body tries to protect us from the stress, from the bad events, bad emotions, and when we feel that it's too much for us, for example, too big stress or emotions that we don't want to feel, our body trying to protect us keep those emotions, and it understand that something is maybe too overwhelming for you. We will deal with it later, our body tells to us, but as a result, body can be ill, and there can be some spasm inside the body if the emotion is not released. So healing our mind and healing our emotions also helps us to heal our body and let our emotions to go out. So as you see, while drawing that, the picture is becoming more harmonious and is becoming more beautiful. It means that not only we improve the picture on the paper, but also we harmonized neuron interconnections in our brains, and later you will feel, maybe you already feel some peace of mind, you will feel calm. So it thanks to the process that are going on at the moment in our mind. Neurographica is very interesting method which is not well known in Western countries, but it's really well known in my country where I'm originally from. It's in Ukraine, Russia, and all post-Soviet Union countries. It's very, very popular, and I started doing it not so long time ago, about half a year ago, but at the moment I already have a basic certificate, and I'm doing next certificate, because for me it really became a very strong healing therapy. You can use it as a self-healing, and you can use it to heal other people. And what is good about it, that it's absolutely safe. You're just drawing at home in your comfort of your home, listening to music. Yes, sometimes you may feel, while drawing, you may feel some strange feeling in your body, something like when you are getting cold, or when you have headache, but it goes away very quickly. When the negative emotion goes out of your body, it will finish about 1 day maximum. So if you feel anything strange in your body at the moment, just don't be afraid. It will go away as soon as you finish. Sometimes I feel really sleepy after finishing my Neurographica drawings, because one of the positive effects of Neurographica that it really relaxes the brain, and most of people nowadays are in a condition of great stress, and actually we don't really know how to get rid of that stress. We use some alcohol or maybe TV sometimes to get rid of that stress, but we understand that it's not very healthy for us and it makes us even more stressed. So Neurographica is a really healthy and ecologic way to get rid of stress. And when you understand that, you become really addicted to it, because it doesn't cost you much. You just need a piece of paper, Sharpie and pencils and maybe markers. But with the help of it, you can really harmonize your inner condition. You may really harmonize your mind, and as a result, your overall health becomes better. You sleep better. Your digestion becomes better. What else? Your headaches may disappear forever, because most of the diseases which I just listed, they are caused by stress. They are caused by inner conflicts. For example, when we have some stress or conflict in our mind, we tend to be overthinking about it. We think and think, and as a result, we can't sleep normally. As a result, we have headaches, and also it may influence to our stomach. And yes, you may use tablets, you may use pills, but again, it will influence to your liver or something else, and it's like a vicious circle, and it will never end. So we are coming to an end of rounding up, and now we can start coloring. How we can color? You can use pencils, you can use markers, but in this video I would like to show you how I use text highlighters. Why I use text highlighters? Because it's just the fastest way, the easiest way, and I think accessible way. So I will remove my pencil and just leave my text highlighters. Okay, when we color, the main principle that we follow is that we need to combine two elements which are next to each other with one color. So we cannot leave any element alone. So it should be two elements at least covered with one color. But I like to color with the help of flows. So you create like colorful flows from the bottom to the top, or from the top to the bottom. So I will show you how I like to do it. For example, if I take this color and I start coloring one element, then another element which is next to it, and I may stop here, but I choose to color more elements with this color, creating like a greenish flow from the top to the bottom. And I like to create these flows because it creates a feeling of movement on the paper, and this feeling of movement gives you, I don't know, some freedom maybe. You show your brains that I am capable and I can do anything, and the only thing that restricts me is my superstition maybe, or my inner restrictions, or maybe some rules which are outdated and I don't have to use them anymore in my life. So then I take another color and I'm creating another flow, orange flow. There are no strict principles how to pick up the color. You just take any color intuitively. For example, you need orange, you just pick up orange. You need green, you just pick up green. But it would be interesting if during this practice you ask yourself, what does this color mean for me? For example, why do I want orange? So nobody knows except you what is orange color for you. You ask yourself, and it would be interesting because you will get answers. You will understand why you need this color. For example, if I take pink, I ask myself, what does it mean for you? Why do I want pink color in my brains or in my picture? And the answer can be anything. For example, maybe I need to have more self-compassion. Maybe I need to have more love to myself. Maybe I am too strict to myself. Maybe I hear some strict voices which are judgmental to myself. So answers, only you know the answers. For example, when I take this yellow color, I ask myself, why do I want this yellow color? Why do I need such bright color in my picture? And the answer is very simple, because it's rainy outside and I miss sun, I miss warm weather, and I just need it. I just need some sunlight, sunshine in my life, and that's why I use this yellow color at the moment. You might also notice that during this practice, you don't have too many thoughts in your mind. You stopped overthinking, and you stopped analyzing anything that's going on in your life. And it's really healing process for your brains, because it's impossible to do by force. It's impossible to stop overthinking, just saying our brains stop overthinking. It's impossible. Even at night when we sleep, our brains continue to process all the information, and as a result we have some interrupted sleep, or we may have nightmares, especially if we eat overnight, and it's an additional stress for our mind and our body, and really it's so difficult to get rid of it. And you will see that this practice really helps to get rid of extra thoughts, of overthinking, of being in a condition of anxiety all the time. So it really relaxes your muscles and it relaxes your brains. And as a result, when you finish, you may feel really sleepy, and just so much sleepy that you haven't slept for a week, for example. So just go and sleep. Just let yourself to have additional rest, and just allow yourself to just to have a rest. It's very important to relax, just to relax during this practice. And sometimes you may ask yourself, what does it mean for you? But if you want just to be silent and just to color, just allow yourself to be a child. We cannot allow yourself to just color some pictures when we were as when we were children, because we are grown-ups now, we are adults, and it's not serious just to sit and color some pictures. Yes, you might be thinking, oh, why I'm doing this? I need to finish my project, I need to do my chores, I need to do the washing up. But we need to take care about ourselves. We need just to allow yourself, just sit down and relax, and just do some positive job for yourself. As we grow up and as we stop being children, we become really unhappy because of this tendency of overthinking. Yes, so we cannot allow ourselves just to live the life. We cannot allow ourselves not to solve the problems day to day, and just to enjoy life, or laugh, yes, and have fun. So just allow yourself for this 40 minutes just to come back to your condition of the childhood, and just to do some crafts, some arts, but but remembering that you are not just wasting your time, you are doing really effective and useful work for yourself and for your brains. So also I would like to tell you that Neurographica is a science. It's a science, and it has an institute which researches it really deeply. And in my country and in post-Soviet Union countries, Neurographica really changes life of many people, because first of all, Neurographica changes your brain, and Neurographica changes the way of thinking, and it changes in such a way. First of all, it's a very quickly happens, so you don't need to go to psychotherapy for years and years and years. It changes really quickly. I'm also studying for counseling, and I try to combine my knowledge, which I get from the college, with Neurographica, and it gives a very amazing result. Because, for example, when you speak to a person about his problems and you explore his feelings, and at the same time you are drawing Neurographica, so it's really effective, because you at the same time speak about it, and at the same time you change neurons in the brains, and you're physically changing it, and it is the same as you are updating software on the computer, and at the same time you work on the computer. So, and sometimes, of course, when we get new software, it may cause some conflicts, because it's still new and it may behave funny. And for this we are rounding up and we are smoothing, because in this way we are removing the conflicts. And what we are doing with the color, we are making new neurons even stronger. So we make this connection even stronger when we are combining several elements with one color. So we are like manifesting our brains that we are ready to get into our new life, and we are ready to live new life according to new program in our brains. Also, during making this practice, you may feel some inner resistance. You may feel that it's really difficult for you to continue, or you may feel that you start thinking like, oh my God, I'm wasting my time. I'm doing some childish, silly thing. And I can tell you that it's because our brain doesn't like to get out of its comfort zone, and it doesn't like to try something new, because for our brain something new means unsafe, because we don't know what it will bring, we don't know what to expect from it, and our brain tries to keep us safe and not to allow us to step into something new, unknown, and unsafe. That's why we need to overcome this inner resistance, and we need to go on. After you finish this drawing, you may notice that the changes which will come into your life, they will start appearing in your life step by step. It's not just like you wake up in the morning and you understand that you're a new updated person. Something can be like that, but it's like a new program. You will see the results during following days or following weeks. You will notice that you react differently. You will notice that you think differently, and you will notice that you started to notice new things which were hidden for you before, and altogether it will create your new reality. You will take new decision, new unusual decision. You will see new opportunities. So when we finish coloring, we need to add a line of power, or power line. It is the line which can be called as a help of universe, or help of God, or help of friends, or anything that comes from outside. So this line should be really thick. It should be thicker than any line on our picture, and it can come from bottom to the top, or from top to the bottom. It can come from side to side. Just don't forget that you don't control this line. It goes freely, and everywhere where this line crosses the picture, it creates a new corners and new interconnections, and you also need to round them up and to smooth them in such a way. We are telling our brain that when we accept help from universe, or friends, or some events unexpectedly may come, that it's safe because we are controlling it, and we will smooth it, and it will organically come into our life, and we accept it, and everything will be fine. We just accept new reality, and we just understand that everything is to the better. When we are finishing rounding up all the new intersections and interconnections and all the corners, we are going to be ready to make the final step, which is called fixation. Fixation means that we're just making our picture complete. So what do we need to do for that? We need to choose any shape on your picture. It can be the circle of gratitude, or it can be any shape which you like, and we're just making it really, really thick. So I choose this circle. I already don't remember what circle of gratitude it was, but I'm making it really, really thick. So again, any corners which are created after intersection, I just round them up and make them really smooth. And we are going to the end of our drawing. If you feel any strange feelings in your body, you just have some rest and don't be afraid of it. In some time it will go away. If you want to cry, just let yourself to cry. If you want to sleep, just let yourself to sleep, and be ready for the new changes in your life, really positive changes.